Give me a ball that's going to rotate true and stay straight for as long as possible. When we play catch, it's not just about throwing the baseball. It's also about receiving the baseball. Right? So I'm going to start playing catch with Mike here. Just try to pay attention to some things we're doing, and I'm going to point out what Mike's going to do as well. So the number one thing, on top of our getting our arms loose, what we're trying to do when we play catch, this is for Mike and myself, and a lot of guys who I've played with this past year and in the past, talk to those guys and just try to learn from them and some things that they do as well. I really try to use my eyes a lot. In baseball, obviously, if you can't see, you can't play, right? And to a certain degree, we all think that we're gonna see the baseball when we're catching it, right? But Mike can throw me this baseball here, right? And I can see it enough and look away at all of you over here before I actually catch it, right? And when we play catch, a lot of times we get really lazy, right? And we just kind of toss the ball back and forth, right? And the ball's not traveling at a very high velocity or spin rate, so we can be very lazy with our eyes, right? But once that translates into the pregame and we start taking ground balls off the bat or a fungal, and then we translate into the game, right? That's creating bad habits. So everything we do here is about creating good habits that are going to translate to the game. So for me and my eyes, when Mike throws me this baseball, I really want to make sure my eyes track the baseball all the way to the glove. And then what I do every single day, before I take this baseball out of my glove, it might sound stupid, but I'm going to watch myself actually go in there with my eyes and take the ball out. So what this is doing for me, it's creating a habit, right, of tracking the baseball to the glove. Right, everything we do, we train up at AP Academy, and everything we do is all about over-exaggerating, creating good habits. So I throw the ball to Mike, watch his eyes, even if I don't hit it right in the glove or the chest, watch how his eyes go to where the baseball is going to be. Right, so you guys notice another thing. I didn't throw the baseball right at him. He had to move his feet. Right, he didn't just go out here and reach like this. It's very important that we move our feet to get to the baseball. Right, and we can get away with it in here playing catch, right? I can reach here, reach here, reach here. But if I'm not creating good habits playing catch, it's not going to translate once the game starts. So Mike's going to throw me the baseball. I'm going to be a good ready position. I'm going to move my feet and I'm going to move my eyes. Right, something that Mike talks to me a lot about all the time is trying to get my eyes behind the glove. Right, so wherever my eyes go, that's where my glove is going to go. Right? If I'm looking over at you guys and I got to reach somewhere different, right? My eyes are going to alter where my glove is going. So eyes, we're going to keep talking about eyes over and over and over again. Just tracking the baseball as long as possible. Right? One more thing right here. Watch Mike as I get ready to throw him this baseball. Watch his feet, his ready position right here. He's not going to be standing flat-footed on his heels, his hands down by his side. He's going to be in a nice, ready, athletic position. His hands are going to be up, almost like 10 and 2, like he's going to be driving a car, right? His knees are slightly bent, and he's ready to move in any direction. His eyes, once again, track that baseball all the way to the glove, and then he watches himself take it out. So
I got one point. So, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So I think going off what Nick says about eyes, just to relate it to what we talked about hitting a lot. I mean, growing up in the Northeast, a lot of not getting out in fields, a lot of our instruction was about hitting and how that translated to our game. We didn't really talk a whole lot about our defense. So Nick just brought up a point about our eyes. I mean, how many of you guys have heard when we're hitting, it's about being able to track the ball in, right? Seeing where the pitch is going to be across the plate, light, recognizing off-speed stuff. We all need to use our eyes. So that translates over into our defense, right? So it's the same kind of concept. We're not using our eyes hitting, we're not going to have success. Well, if we're not using our eyes defensively, base running, wherever it is, we're not going to have success there either.
All right, so we're just going to play a little bit more catch. Just some things we're going to be focused on here. Like we talked about the eyes, tracking all the way. Ready position, like we're ready to receive. My knees are slightly bent. My hands are up. I'm always going to be expecting a bad throw. The minute I anticipate a good throw is the minute I get burnt in the game, right? Because if I'm going to be turning a double play or fielding a ground ball, and I expect it to be in a certain place, and it takes a bad hop, or my other fielder throws me a bad feed, I'm going to overcommit to something that I haven't seen yet, right? So a lot of what we're doing, we're trying to go get the baseball and move towards it, but we can't do that until the ball is actually thrown. All right, so I throw the ball to Mike here, throw it to his left, his feet take into the baseball.